two cervix, one cervix, or none at all. The female reproductive tract in mammals is far from uniform. The shape of the uterus changes dramatically across species, from the duplex uterus of rodents to the simplex uterus in humans. But what determine these differences, and what do they reveal about how each species reproduce? To answer that, we need to go back to the early development, to the fusion of Müllerian ducts, and explore how the process gave rise to four distinct types of uteri in eutherians. Mammals have a specialized structure in the female reproductive system called the uterus, where the embryo develops after fertilization. But did you know that not all mammals have the same kind of uterus? In fact, eutherian mammals, that is placental mammals, exhibit four major type of uteri, and these differences are based on how much the Müllerian duct fused during the embryonic development. The Müllerian duct are embryonic structure that develop into the fallopian tubes, uterus, and a part of vagina in the female. The degree to which these ducts fuse determines the type of uterus a mammal will have. Let's explore each type one by one. Duplex uterus. In a duplex uterus, there are two completely separate uteri, and each uterus has its own fallopian tube and its own cervix. These two cervixes open into a single vagina. This type of uterus allows the development of multiple embryos in separate uterine chambers, which reduces competition among developing embryos and improves reproductive efficiency. Each uterus functions independently, meaning ovulation and implantation can happen in either or both sides. This type is especially beneficial for animals that frequently produce litters, and this type of uterus is seen in elephants, rodents like mice and rats, some bats, and marsupials. Next type is bipartite uterus. It has two uteri that are mostly separate, but unlike the duplex type, they share a single cervix. Each uterus still has its own fallopian tube. Here, the cervix merges into a single passage that opens into the vagina. This setup maintains a separation of uterine cavities, supporting the development of multiple embryos, but with a single cervix for birthing. This type offers a balance between structural separation and birthing efficiency. It helps reducing the risk of miscarriage due to overcrowding by partially separating embryos. And this type of uterus is seen in whales, horses, and some carnivores like cats. The next type of uterus is bicornuate uterus. In bicornuate uterus, the upper part of the uterus remains separated, forming two horns, which is called horns of uterus, while the lower part is fused into a single structure. There is a single cervix that leads to the vagina. This type of uterus provides a large uterine volume, supporting the development of multiple fetuses, and the fused lower part helps in streamlined birthing. Widely found in animals that produce multiple offsprings but requires coordinated birth through one cervix. Fetal distribution across horns is generally even, promoting optimal development. And this type of uterus is seen in cows, dogs, and pigs. The next type is simplex uterus. This is a single undivided uterine cavity. There is no separation into horns and only one cervix leads to vagina. Even though there is just one uterus, it still has two fallopian tubes. This structure is ideal for carrying a single fetus to term, offering a spacious and supportive environment for the development of fetus. The simplex uterus provides better conditions for the nourishment and development of a single embryo. It's best suited for species that invest heavily in fewer, more developed offsprings. Due to its structure, it's less prone to complications like unequal embryo distribution or horn torsion. The evolution of simplex uterus in primates aligns with the trends towards longer gestation and complex parental care. and this is seen in humans and apes. To summarize, in duplex uterus, they have two uteri and two cervixes, and they seen in elephants, rodents. For bipartite, two uteri, one cervix, they are found in cats, whales, and horses. For bicornuate uterus, two uterine horns, one fused body. These are found in cows, pigs, and dogs. And finally, simplex, which has one single uterus, typically found in humans and apes. The diversity in uterine structure across mammals reflects evolutionary adaptations to different reproductive strategies. Reproductive anatomy is one of the evolution's integrate tools, and the diversity in mammalian uteri is a clear reflection of that, whether it's maximizing the chances of multiple births or creating the ideal space for a single offspring. Each uterine type reveals a different survival strategy. Understanding these variations not only help us study biology more deeply, but also appreciate the adaptability of life itself. That's all for this video. Thank you.